Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking on this video and thank you very much for taking time out to watch me do what I do. Yes, welcome back. First, I want to say thank you to my returners. Thank you very much for coming back. Appreciate you all. And for those that are new here, welcome to the channel. And I hope you won't be a stranger. Today you're a guest, but when you return, you'll be a member of the family. So before this video finishes, or why don't you just pause it now and click on subscribe, become a member. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And if you don't like this video, you don't need to be here, okay? Thank you. Now that's out the way, let's get into this video. So today guys, as you would have seen by the title of this video, we're gonna be reviewing the HNB Cosmetics brand new Silky Matte Weightless Foundation. This is a perfect weightless formula, providing full coverage with a silky smooth matte finish. I have used, I think now all three, well, including this one. This would be the third installment in the HNB Cosmetics complexion kind of like range. There was a Luminous matte foundation that launched, I think, I want to say the year before last. That's like 2022. I may be wrong. Anyway, I did a review on that. I'll link it up in the cards up above, as well as the Luminous skin tint situation, which I absolutely loved. Used it whilst I was on holiday as well. I have two videos where I've used it, so I'll link both of them up here, and obviously I'll suggest them down below in the description box. This is a Silky Matte Weightless Foundation. You get 30 ml worth of product, and the shade that I got is 23C. So initially I was going to do 24C. I'll put an image here. When I did see the swatches that they did on TikTok, the way it dried down, it seemed to be a bit too neutral, a bit too deep. I did use 23C in the Luminous matte foundation, so I thought, let me just go by what I used before. So at the back of the packaging, it says that it's a silky matte lightweight foundation formulated to feel skin-like whilst providing a full coverage matte finish. Dries down to create a long, comfortable wear, and it's available in 25 shades. It's sweat-proof and shine resistant. So we are going to use this today, along with other HNB products I have, which is the concealer. Did you know that there was an eyeshadow palette that was once released a long time ago? And there's also lip glosses as well. But I did a full face, almost full face of HNB Cosmetics a couple years back. I'll link that video up here. The video quality is a bit but it's all about the product. For a matte foundation, the best thing to do would be to use a hydrating primer. I'm first going to go into whatever's left of my e.l.f. primer. This is the one with 4% niacinamide. Let's go ahead. And the reason for using a hydrating primer, using a matte product, your skin is not fighting to get hydration, and that's when you get the over oilness. The matte wouldn't matte if it was matte and matte, even though in some instances it does work, but I wouldn't suggest it all over the face because you kind of want your face to be feeling rich and moisture. So obviously skin prep would be one of the ways of making sure your skin is hydrated, as well as using a hydrating primer. Should you have oily skin like myself, I would recommend using a mattifying primer around the T-zone, around the areas where you feel like you get really oily. So shake up the foundation. I'm going to put it at the back of my hand to kind of get an idea. Okay, it's new, so let's give it a minute to breathe. Wow. Oh wow, okay, she's here. Oh, okay. So that's like 2 pumps. I'm going to use a foundation brush to kind of like disperse on the face. Oh, let's feel it first. She's very lightweight. Oh, she has a scent. Didn't expect that. And that's on the face. It looks light, but we're going to make it work, okay? That's 2 pumps on the face. Shade is questionable, but it somewhat almost match the center of my face rather than the outer part of my face. It's okay, it's manageable. It does say it can self-set if you leave it. Let's see how that works out. I'm just gonna pick up whatever's left on my hand just to kind of like coat the brush a bit. There wasn't much anyway, and then use that to stipple it in. What do we think in regards to the shade? The coverage. Obviously, I have a lot of acne scarring. It does dry down fast, so I would suggest making sure you don't chit chat too much and go straight into blending. It's not necessarily dry per se, but it's kind of like unmovable at this point. The coverage is coveraging. The shade, but it's workable. It's not too bad. So I bought this foundation from TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is that girl right now, okay? Especially when it comes to deals. The foundation originally retailed for £20. On the day it released, TikTok itself was giving like 10% or something. A couple of days after it released, there was an Instagram live, so it was only 10% off, and I got an additional 20% off. I think it was about £14. £6 or something. I bought this along with a deeper concealer. I got this in the shade 6.5N. Together, I paid £22 with free shipping. So I'm just gonna use this to kind of like bring a bit more warmth and does that look like that? Maybe it does. Anyway, we're gonna use it as the foundation is a bit cooler. I thought it would be a bit more neutral, to be honest. It's kind of balancing the coolness that we had going on. In person, it's deeper. On camera, it does look a bit more red. I have 4 other shades of her concealer: SF3W, SF4W, SF6N, SF6W. So for today, I'm going to go into SF6N and SF4W. So I'm just going to blend this out. Let me use SF6W. There's this concealer placement hack that I saw Jordan Liz Combe, she's an influencer based in the UK. She did this on TikTok. I'm just going to use SF6W, yeah. And she does this thing where she does like a C for her placement. I did it yesterday and it seemed to work out okay. So I'm just using a deeper shade to do that with. And let's see. This is the foundation and the concealer blended together. It's not looking too bad. I think it's okay. It's sitting really nicely together. It is a bit cool, but obviously I was able to work it out with the concealers that I had. You don't necessarily have to use HNB concealers to obviously pair with this foundation, but if you do, it's all good and well. This foundation is not too bad. A very nice kind of like smooth blurring kind of aspect to it. Anyway, let me go ahead and finish off the rest of my face and I'll be back with the finished look and then we're gonna do a wear test. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a sec. So guys, I am back with the finished look. It's sitting nicely. What do you guys think? Oh, another thing to point out as well, I am actually using natural lighting. I do have a headlight, but in regards to light coming in, I am using natural lights. If you have any questions on what I use to get this face together, please let me know in the comment section below. So we're going to do the wear test. The time is 2:16, so let's just call it 2:15, about 6, 7ish. I'll come back and show you guys what the face is looking like. I'm going to go out now. The weather is, it's sunny, but it's not warm. It's kind of cool. We're still in spring, so I'll come back to you guys after about 4+ hours of wear to kind of see where we are with this face. So yeah, I'll get back when it's time to check it out. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm back. That was so corny. Anyway, my lovely, the time is currently gosh, brain fart. The time is currently 7:18. That kind of makes it about 5 hours, literally just 3 minutes over the 5-hour mark, or about a minute or so, because I think I got off here about 16 past. So I've had this foundation on for 5 hours now. When you hit the 3-hour+ mark, you kind of get to see how the foundation is performing, see whether or not your oils are peeking through or they're still a base. For 5 hours, and the fact that I didn't use a mattifying primer as well as a mattifying setting spray, the face is not looking half bad. I'm not using a ring light now. I'm actually using natural lighting that's in front of me. I do have a headlight bouncing off the head, okay? I'm using a God-given free lighting, and this is what my face is looking like. I feel like the way the foundation has sat on my face still looks good. It's actually warm outside today. It was around like 18 degrees. So it was hot in the car. I had to put the AC on. I was cooking. The kitchen was hot. So it's like, it's kind of been through enough for me to see whether or not it's a good performing foundation. It is a bit shiny on my nose. It hasn't broken down, but just a wee bit of the center of my forehead, just places just above my brows, is like a nice kind of glow. My nose is the area where it's giving shine, but other than that, I think the face is sitting nicely. I actually had a compliment at the store that I went to. She said, oh my gosh, your face looks so nice. I was like, thanks. Because I really like this foundation, right? I might get 24N to kind of see how that sits on the skin. It does look a bit lighter than my skin, only because of my neck. But if you look at my chest, it kind of goes. Will you purchase this foundation? Have you purchased it? Did you find your shade? I actually like it. I would recommend it. Again, my only qualm is that it's got a 6-month shelf life. And I said before, for someone like me that has a catalogue of foundations, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this before it expires. So I'm gonna dab my face and then we're gonna do a comparison to see what it looked like before and what it looks like now. I'm gonna use my Puff. I don't have any products on it, but obviously it's got a bit of excess product from what I use this afternoon. Just for reference, I used the matte mineralized skin finish in the shade Dark Deep, and then I went into Huda Beauty's Cinnamon Bun Easy Bake Glue Setting Powder, and I also went into the Made by Mitchell Eyelights, and this is the Sunlight palette. So the shades that I use for this are Ray and Blaze. That being said, so I'm going to start with the under eye with the Puff, and again I have no additional products on here. I'm just using the Puff to go under my eyes, around the setted areas, and you can see the difference already. It looks good. I'm just gonna go the bottom here and just a bit over my brows. For the nose, I'm gonna go into my Fenty Beauty blotting powder. I'm gonna grab a brush and just dab it in there, and I'm just gonna dab my nose. Because of the oil on the nose, the shine on the nose, using a pad might lift the product. So if I use a brush and just like dab it, it will help maintain the coverage that's there. Look at that. And then we can actually see whether or not it lifted. I believe it didn't. I think that's just like my harsh contouring. Here is the face. You notice I didn't go on the outer part of my face because I feel like just having that healthy kind of like glow, like it's settled there already. The only part that I really wanted to like mattify and kind of like control is the center of my face. So this is my face now compared to what my face was looking like before. What do you guys think? I like it. I really do like it. And as you can see, I didn't lose any coverage. It just looks like I just done my face, really and truly. I really enjoy this foundation. It wears comfortably. And yeah, this is what my face is looking like after 5 hours. As I said, I have done reviews on the previous complexion products from HNB Cosmetics, and I'll link them down below in the description box. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. So I'm gonna go now. I just want to say thank you to my returners. Thank you very much for coming back. Do not forget to like this video. And for those that are new here, it's time to become a member of the family. So hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like this video as well. I'm gonna jump off now because I'm gonna record another video. Consistency, okay? And if you'd like to know what that video is, go to my channel and check out that video, okay? I'll probably suggest it at the end of it. Also hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodles. I just put myself in the eye.